Welcome to This Week in Orthodoxy, the world's only online video newscast focused on events in the life of the Orthodox Church. I'm Emmy Louveris. In news from around the globe, our top story has all eyes on Istanbul, where primates and high-ranking bishops from around the world gathered at the Fener last week. Meeting at the invitation of Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew of Constantinople, the hierarchs demonstrated to the world Orthodoxy's unity and the plan for a major council. Bishops announced the Great and Holy Council will be meeting in Istanbul in 2016 at the historic Church of Hagia Irini, the site of the Second Ecumenical Council in 381. A common statement released affirmed the united concern and response facing the Church and today's society. Some of the pressing issues included the suffering and martyrdom of Christians in the Middle East, the peaceful resolution in Ukraine, the moral, spiritual causes of the global financial crisis, Orthodoxy's need to respond in charity to those suffering and poverty throughout the world, and the sanctity of life, marriage, and the environment. Although the gathering was not without tension, Ecumenical Patriarch noted that all families have challenges, but with the grace of God and with goodwill, we will overcome them. Next up, the 13 kidnapped nuns and their 3 assistants from Syrian town of Maaloula have been released after being in captivity for 3 months by an al-Qaeda-affiliated rebel group. Lebanese and Qatari authorities brokered the deal, and nuns were driven safely from a town inside Lebanon to the Syrian border. Orthodox Christians from around the world rejoiced, including here in the U.S. After receiving the news of the nuns' release, the cathedral in Brooklyn, New York, began ringing its bells loudly, and parishioners singing popular hymns in gratitude for their safe return. While the nuns' release brought a positive conclusion to this situation, other Orthodox Christians still remain in danger. Aleppo's Greek Orthodox Archbishop Paul Yazigi and Syriac Orthodox Archbishop Johanna Ibrahim, both abducted by rebels in April of last year, are still in captivity, despite continued efforts to secure their release. And from the United States, the Antiochian Archdiocese in America announced Metropolitan Philip, its leader since 1996, suffered a minor heart attack on Sunday, March 9th, while at the Florida hospital undergoing tests. According to the report, 83-year-old Metropolitan Philip is recovering, but prayers are requested. And next up, the Associated Press ran a feature piece on Halki Seminary, located in Turkey, highlighting the Ecumenical Patriarchate's desire to reopen its most important educational institution, forcibly closed by the Turkish government in 1971. The article, Orthodox Seminary in Turkey Awaiting Reopening, ran in several major U.S. newspapers and included some pictures. His Eminence Metropolitan Elpidophoros, in charge of the Byzantine-era monastery that shares the seminary's grounds, says if the decision is taken today, tomorrow I am ready to host the first class. Many well-known Orthodox Christian clergy and theologians studied at Halki before its closure, including St. Raphael of Brooklyn, one of the most recent American saints. Coming up from Hellenic College Holy Cross School of Theology in Brookline, Massachusetts, Bishop Elias Tumay, a Syrian Orthodox bishop whose diocese includes the war-torn city of Homs, will be speaking at an all-day event entitled Christians in Syria at the Crossroads. The event will take place on Friday, March 28th, from 1 to 8:30 p.m. in the Maliotis Cultural Center. For more information, visit hchc.edu. And in late May, early June, a concert lecture series at Carnegie Hall and the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City will be highlighting the relationship between world-famous Estonian composer Arvo Pärt's Orthodox Christian faith and his creative art. Doctors Peter Butnev and Nicholas Reeves of St. Vladimir Seminary have been working in collaboration with Mr. Pärt since 2011 to develop the Arvo Pärt project. His works are the most performed modern classical and sacred music in the world, as Mr. Pärt just recently won a Grammy for his work, Adam's Lament. Visit svots.edu for more information. And in news from OCN, beginning next week, we'll have 2 new podcasts joining the OCN lineup. First, join author Veronica Hughes on Wednesday, March 19th, as she reads passages from the lives and teachings of the saints, sharing thoughts on the reading's wisdom, pearls of great price. And on Saturday, March 22nd, check into Stewardship Calling with host Bill Marianis to learn what stewardship truly is and how to change the paradigm so as to substantially improve the results in your church and life. That's it for This Week in Orthodoxy. Until next time, let's go forth in peace. For everyone here at the OCN Studios, I'm Maaloula.